Untitled Chapter, welcome back to the channel for the very first episode of our brand new Let's Play. You guys, I have been trying to get this LP up for you for the past 2 freaking days, and I swear the sim gods are not working in our favor because I have had all of the unexplainable freaking glitches and problemas, including with myself. Anyways, long story short, we are finally here, and I hope everything goes according to plan. So in case you guys didn't catch the memo, we are starting up a brand new spontaneous Let's Play inside of Kayla's Simsie starter save, which means there are going to be brand new townies with interconnecting backstories, relationships, so on and so forth. Not to mention a lot of the EA community lots will be updated and refreshed. So it's really going to be kind of like a brand new experience because although I have played in her Simsie save, I really haven't played all that much. So I'm very, very freaking excited. And in case you guys are wondering, didn't you already do an introduction to the Wells family? I most certainly did, but I've played like a day or 2 off camera just to kind of sink into the roles a little bit more, and a few things have changed. So I don't really have a name obviously for this Let's Play yet, and a lot of you guys were giving me suggestions like the Dad Diaries or Wishing on the Wells or something along that sort, and then others were saying I should do something a little more like all-inclusive because we probably will later down the line be hopping around to different families. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have like each family in their own little series, maybe, possibly. I'm not really sure how I'm going to like intertwine them all, but like underneath this big umbrella or big playlist possibly. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's just put it like that. But anyway, I do want to tell you guys still about the family, give you a little bit of a backstory, and then tell you the things that have changed. So right now we have Mr. Wilson Wells. He is a divorced dad, father of 2, and his kids are named Carter and Maddie. So obviously Carter is a teenager, and then Maddie is the youngest. His freaking pride and joy, might I add. Wilson is definitely one of those guys that lets people just walk all over him like a dirty freaking carpet, and right now he is suffering because the woman, the love of his freaking life, basically left him high and dry for a much younger, hotter guy. That is right, this dude, unlike Wilson, has a full head of hair. He's everything Wilson isn't, and honestly, to kind of have that big slap in the face hit you as hard as it did, it really knocks one's self-esteem, and he's really not a person that has a high self-esteem to begin with, thanks to his freaking wife, Heather. She always would pick on Wilson, always make fun of him, tell him how he's, you know, lousy, no good, he'll never amount to anything, and I think that was her way, you guys, of keeping control over Wilson and their situation and their family. She actually works in politics. She's a pretty well-known name. And I do feel like for whatever reason, maybe her family was putting a little, you know, cramp in her style or something like that. I'm not really sure why she basically left them high and dry. Well, I mean, let's be real. I know why, you know. Oh, God, you know that too, though. But, like, really, I gotta be serious here. Okay. I know why. We all know why. But Wilson is still trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Like, maybe if I was, you know, a little bit thinner, or if I was a little more in shape, just all these really dumb things that actually have nothing to do with him at all. But unfortunately, he hates Manuel. Now, obviously, he's very envious of him. His best friends, Brady and Marcus, are trying to pull the old Wilson out, you know, encourage him to do things like go to the gym, or, you know, maybe hit up a training class, or I don't know, just basically work and focus on himself. Is there no light in this bathroom? Okay, let's fix that while we're talking. So he's kind of being a little antisocial, definitely staying away from everybody, just kind of trying to deal with his emotions on his own. He's basically let himself go further. He's put on a large amount of weight. He's just staying at home in his clothes that he's worn for like 5 weeks, playing video games, when he could really be actually using this energy to more important things like, I don't know, working on his next novel. So he wants to become a best-selling author. That is like his lifetime goal and ambition. And unfortunately, Heather wasn't very supportive of that. She said, nah, it'll never happen, Wilson. You're not a good writer. Again, always beating the man down. However, in the meantime, just to get his fix, he has been working as a writer, and he's currently an advice columnist, which I feel is so funny because given the circumstance, like he what is he giving advice on? Like, I just need to know. Right now, probably nothing, but in the future, I feel like he is going to spin this divorce on its head and actually make great use out of this learning lesson. So, level 4 advice columnist, he needs to write on books. He has work in 2 days Obviously, he's not in the position nor mentality to go to work. So this is kind of like all happening at the right time. So for his skills, he is a level 6 in writing. He is pretty good with cooking, not the greatest. I mean, he eats a lot of like frozen dinners and things like that. He does actually have a little bit of knowledge in painting and violin. His parenting skills are extremely poor. Like Heather was definitely the one that wore the boots. She was always like basically keeping a wrinkle on the family and controlling everything, like I said. And now that she's kind of stepped out of that position, Wilson not only has found himself a single parent dad, but he's actually learning how to run a household at the very same time. Carter, his eldest, is one of those Sims that is just kind of going through life, not really sure which direction. He actually follows his father's footsteps very closely. He also loves painting, piano. He really likes to write, all that kind of fun stuff. So I can actually see him becoming a very creative Sim. Although I will say Carter gets in a lot of trouble, I think it's partly because of what he's going through personally. As an individual, he's very confused about things, and it has nothing to do with the divorce. The divorce just really amplified everything for everyone, unfortunately. So in the description, it states, for Kayla's description, because I didn't create this family, in case nobody caught that yet, in the description it says that both, oh God, help me, wrong time. It says that both of the children basically hate their mom, right? And Wilson can't stand the fact that, you know, the kids have turned against her. Well, I kind of see that partly true. Maybe not all true at this very moment, but partly true for the time being. And the reason why is because Carter is older. He kind of recognizes the situation and the severity of which. So he realizes that, you know, his mom left their father for a younger, more attractive man, and he thinks it's disgusting and sickening. So yeah, he hates his mom a little bit. However, Maddie, being the youngest and not really understanding what is going on, but only understanding the fact that mom has basically left, she still really idolizes and loves her mom and wants to be with her and spend time with her. And this whole thing is very confusing. Although I don't think it has officially hit her yet, I feel like it is just a long time coming. Like eventually it will. In fact, I've noticed little things of her outbursts. Like she's been attacking her uni lately, her favorite stuffed animal, which is so unlike her. She's even wanting to be like mischievous and nasty. So I feel like these are all different ways of Sims kind of acting out and dealing with the situation, because let's be real, this is just a very tough position to be in. And poor Wilson has to handle all of this while basically, you know, trying to get himself together in the process. So that's basically where we're at in terms of Maddie's personality. Typically, she's actually a very outgoing individual. She's very like social. I could actually see her becoming like, I don't know, in like the comedy skill or something, or the comedy career, like just maybe doing like stand-up, or I really don't know. But we'll have to figure it out as we go along. Right now, Carter decided to come out and kind of talk to his dad and, you know, tell him to do something for himself, you know, focus on you. Oh my God, I didn't repair this. Okay, so this morning, Carter thought it'd be a really good idea to try to make the family some hot dogs. And in doing so, he basically almost set the whole house in flames. And Wilson right now is really confiding in his son and just basically telling him how he's feeling. I feel bad for Wilson. He's really down, like super down. I hear they have one of those bubble blowers at the Spice Festival. Do you want to come with me and try it out? No, sorry, Brady. I'm not really in the mood right now. So Brady Milner is actually part of a pretty prestigious family. If you guys did watch Kayla's little rundown on her Simsie updated save, then you pretty much know he's actually like, he wants to be what Wilson is, which is crazy. So Brady actually is a writer. Well, he used to be. He just hasn't been really putting that much effort into it. And the funny thing about all this is you know, Wilson is, and Brady's wife really wants him to get his life together and like take notes from Wilson, and maybe like have Wilson kind of like shadow him a little bit and like help him, you know, get his foot in with the whole like writing thing. And it's kind of funny because Wilson doesn't realize that there's actually people that wish they were him. He just feels like a big giant freaking loser right now. And I don't know how long it's going to take for him to snap out of this. So the first few episodes, like basically until he gets over it, are going to be pretty much about us just kind of like coddling him and trying to like push him out of his shell. Like, I don't know if you guys have some suggestions as to what we should do in order for him to like, you know, move forward, let me know. So right now, you guys, he's going to write a love email to his ex-wife. That's right, he's still in love with her. In fact, this morning when he was watching TV, he was actually watching Civil Public Access while eating his frozen dinner because Miss Heather is on there every morning, and that's the only way he gets to see her. It's quite obsessive, it's quite interesting, but I feel like he hasn't processed the feelings enough to really like know, not right from wrong, but like what the hell he's doing, you know what I mean? Anyway, Carter right now is just kind of cleaning up and around the house. He actually wants to paint a mural, which is kind of cool, so maybe we could have him go down to the city and do that, but I feel like he's kind of afraid to leave his dad alone. He also wants to buy a dryer, and that is because he has a hamper and we don't have any way of washing things around here, so maybe we'll have to work on that. He also wants to send a happy text. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about like the kids' friendships and relationships. I was going to, but then my lips got ahead of me, and you know how that goes. So right now Carter is, well, he has a crush on this girl named Delilah, or she has the crush on him. I haven't really worked through that yet, which is kind of interesting because I don't really know why. They don't look like a thing to me. I don't ship it, I don't see it, but there's something very like peculiar happening there. I still haven't really like put two and two together. But his best friend Tommy Oakes is like his ride or die. Like, he loves this kid so freaking much. He always comes over and hangs out with him. He always is on on Carter's side with everything, and they have very different personalities as well, but they get along quite nicely. So anyways, Carter's actually texting, I think his name's Tommy, right? I'm making sure. I thought I said Tyler for a second. So we're texting Ty, and maybe we can actually, okay, I agree, Carter, it's a great day, let's go out and enjoy the day. So he actually wants to go and grab a coffee with Carter, and although Carter's kind of been just basically with his dad for the last few days, I think it's time for Carter to do something for himself. I think this has been updated, hasn't it? Okay, because like I usually wouldn't like revisit lots that we've already been to 500 times, at least in my LPs, but this is definitely a lot different. Oh my god, I love this. It feels like such a teen hangout too. All right, well, where is Tommy? Oh my god, I need to change his outfit. He's like wearing his bowling outfit. That would actually be a lot of fun. Ooh, I don't know if Carter's there yet because he feels down too, but we'll have to see. We'll work through it. So let's hang out with him. There's actually computers and stuff here. Oh, I like that. She turned it almost into like a little internet cafe, which is kind of perfect. But we're just gonna chat with him a little bit. We're gonna like share our thoughts. We're gonna discuss our interest. They've been friends for a very, 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 very long time. Tommy knows almost everything about him, and I say almost very lightly because there's definitely some things I feel like Carter kind of keeps to himself, and it may keep him lying awake at night. I'm not really sure, but anyway, we're gonna give him a heartfelt compliment too, and then I guess I'm gonna go and let's see here. Do we have to work on homework or anything? This would be a perfect place to do it. I'm actually gonna have him join a little group so that we can actually do this together. Okay, let's have them go and sit. Oh, I can set the table even at places I don't technically own. That's interesting. I really like this. Kayla did a fantastic job. So it looks like Bella is a part of a club that we don't have the custom icon for. Now, that is one of the things I don't think she mentions in her Simsie save, is that she does use custom icons. So just a little FYI heads up, something you might want to do is grab the custom icons for that. So let's see. Let's brighten up his day a little bit. Why is he giving me the side eyes? Am I really like that person? I also kind of want to take a picture with him. I really want to capture their lives, like the children as they grow up and stuff. I really want like memorabilia, things that kind of prove and show that they have really lived. I think that's super important. I just wish there was other ways to like capture those things in The Sims 4. I kind of feel like there's not. It's kind of weird. But yeah, well, they came to the little cafe to work on some homework together. This is really good because this gives Carter a chance to kind of get away from the house and the toxic environment, although we can't really stay here too long. And I don't know why Tommy keeps just staring at me. It's kind of weird and slightly creepy. There we go. I wonder what he's thinking. Like, I seriously do. Can I actually have Maddie? She can socialize with certain people, individuals. Oh, Callie. Let's have her go and call Callie. Let's do that. So Callie's actually one of her best friends. I think I can show you. Yeah, she's known her for a very long time. Her last name is Conrad. But other than that, these kids have been very sheltered. They don't get a lot of like social like social, what is it called? Exposure, I guess. It's kind of weird. They only have like a couple close friends. And again, that was just the mom's way of controlling things. I feel like this is also oh, no. I thought this was a Conrad as well. But yeah, let's just go and look around the town. Here's some new Sims. We've got Vince Parker. We've got this beautiful woman named Deborah Desnoot. I actually think possibly this is Delilah's mom, which is kind of crazy. And then we've got Art Giordano, and then these are some just regular townies. So one of the things Kayla didn't do in her save is she didn't actually update the townies. So I kind of want to go in, if that's okay, and just maybe do like a little townie series where we update them for this save in particular. So if you guys are down for that, let me know. But I think our study session is just about complete. It was really good seeing Tommy. I had a fun time. Let me see if we can go really fast and capture a photo with him. Okay, there we go. Take a photo with Tommy Oaks, and their relationship is very, 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 very high. So homework complete. Carter Wells has just completed his homework for the day, and it is 10 o'clock. So we definitely have to go home and go to sleep, but I want to do this really quick. All right, dude, come over here. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, I love them. They do look like, he looks a lot younger than, like, I don't know. How old do you think Carter is? I think he's like probably 15, 16. And I want to say Tommy's probably around the same age, but I'm not sure. He seems a lot younger than Carter for sure. So I'm gonna actually have Carter go ahead and take advantage of the easel that's over here next to the fountain, and maybe just paint a little something. We're gonna do a small pop art painting while we're here. It's kind of random, I know who does that, but you know what, he's actually a very spontaneous person, although he really loves like routine and stuff, which is kind of cool. And I don't know if you guys had noticed earlier, but Heather actually keeps bothering Wilson, and I feel like she's just playing with his emotions at this point, and that's why he's writing the love letters to her, because he still thinks there's hope even though he hates her. It's just, again, a very toxic, confusing environment, and like I don't get it, but maybe it'll make sense sometime during the future. And I really like your guys' suggestions for what we should do with Wilson and like what his 5-year plan looks like and that sort of thing. So right now Carter should be just about finishing this up. He actually has a pretty decent skill level in painting, and I think he's actually going to come out making something really freaking cool. So Maddie is just downstairs eating a PB&J. She's actually thinking of inviting her best friend Callie over for a little bit of a play date, maybe hanging out in the backyard, swinging on the monkey bars. Could be something they could do. I'm not really sure. Anyways, we're just waiting for Carter to wake up. Right now, Wilson is actually using his sad emotions for something a little more positive. He's working on a novel called The Divorced Dad Diaries, and it is literally a life after, what is it called? You know what, better freaking yet, I'll just read it to you because he just completed it. So it says Divorced Dad Diaries, A Life After Divorce, Wilson Wells, and it is a sad genre, but the quality is excellent. And says, what an achievement. Wilson finished writing an entire book. This book will be added to his inventory for future reading enjoyment. Wilson can also publish it by clicking on the mailbox. I definitely feel like, you know what, this is a step in the right direction. So we are going to, okay, let's see which one. Selling to a publisher will grant a moderate amount of royalties, which are received daily. Self-publishing will actually earn a small amount of royalties. So it looks like it's better to sell to the publisher, which I think is what we're going to do, because as you guys can tell, we have 2,600 simoleons, not really a lot. I'm not sure if Heather's going to be paying child support or not. She does work in politics. She has a lot of like lawyer friends. I could totally envision her kind of like getting out of that responsibility. So Wilson's not going to count on anything when it comes to her, but at least if we can start earning some royalties from this whole situation, in a way, it'll be a positive one. So we just sent in our book for publishing, and it looks like somehow we acquired the mischief skill, and it says it's out in the world now. Each day Wilson will earn a moderate amount of royalties. Awesome. Okay, and somebody downloaded Tanya's Choco Truck. Do you guys actually have those notifications like enabled? Anybody? Because I feel like I watch a lot of LPs and nobody does. Anyways, Maddie is downstairs playing, or upstairs actually, playing with her dollhouse. This is like her favorite toy in the entire world, and we actually earned 239 simoleons, and obviously look who's happy. Oh, good job, Willie Wilson. I'm so happy, and he's actually taking out the garbage. Just pretend it's Heather. It's really no big deal. Too soon? Okay. All right, well, I am very, very excited that for the time being he's actually in a very, very, very good mood. So I want to take advantage of this, and I'm going to actually have him go and do something a little productive. He's going to go and jog around the block. I'm not sure if he doesn't have a top on, but he gets really hot and sweaty. So sometimes he likes to work out with nothing, which is kind of crazy because we literally just said how he's insecure about his body, which he is. He's very insecure. But you know what? Let's just take off the shirt, free the nip naps, and just enjoy this beautiful day. Like, screw what anyone thinks. Wilson is a brand new man. Oh, and of course he's feeling sad again. Like, I would feel sad too if I had to go run around the block with no shirt on. I'd be scared. But I'm gonna let him do his thing. Carter's just woken up. He's actually attempting to make some grilled fruit. He's a very determined individual. And oh, I need to show you guys his painting that he completed last night. It actually, where did it go? Did I not put it in my inventory? Oh my god, Jen would though. Did I seriously forget it there? That's super annoying. It wasn't like anything to like write home to, but I was kind of excited about it. But now I guess it's gonna be forever lost in Windenburg. But I do want to get him an easel. He's gonna have to kind of like earn the money himself because it's not something we can kind of ask our dad for. So I was sort of thinking maybe he could like start working for whatchamacallit. Oh god, he could start like trying to work for tips by using his keyboard, possibly. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. Anyways, I think it is time for us to invite over Callie. It's 11 now. It's a little bit later in the evening. I really like her. She is so cute. So let's invite her to see if she wants to come and play for a little while. Now, keep in mind, Maddie is feeling a little mischievous, so I'm hoping she'll be on her best behavior. Actually going to change her outfit to, ooh, she's got some cute ensembles. Let's do pineapple shirt. I like that one. And there she is. Oh, is this actually, I think it's mesh in the back, if I'm not mistaken. That is super cute. All right, so she should be here any moment. And there she is. Oh, she's feeling sad. Oh, poor Callie. Oh my god. All right, well, let's invite her in really quick. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really like this LP so far. You know, I'm so used to like go that just like taking my time and going back to my roots. Oh, there's Wilson. Wilson walking down the street, hairy chest. All the men meet little Wilson. He is a daddy. Oh my god, could you hear? What if? Oh my god. What if my son heard all that? He's probably like, oh my god, my mom is a freaking lunatic. Like, really though, I feel so bad for him. But he's actually really proud of me. Like, it's crazy. My actual son, not my sim son or anything, in case we're new here. Yeah, I have an 11-year-old. And long story short, he tells everybody his mom's a YouTuber. And you know, just I couldn't imagine somebody watching that and listening to that. That's horrific. Anyway, I think it's time to wrap up this episode here, you guys. What? That went by so quick. Like, that was so fast. Anyway, in the next episode, we'll carry on with our play date with Miss Callie, who is feeling honestly very, very, very sad. And maybe we'll try to get her in a better mood. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to see, oh, look! Look who's finally feeling better. Well, we'll start working on Wilson's metamorphosis, as well as any other suggestions that you guys might have. Feel free to leave those in the comments down below. Hopefully after this video, you'll get a better idea and understanding of our Sims and what we are working with here. Of course, I want you guys to be a part of this LP every step of the way. So feel free to have at the comment section down below. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me here today. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I see that you're hurting. I see that you're down. I see how every dream returned, came back to call you out. Was ready to rumble, was ready to fight. Got lost in the thunder.